to corral it. Cooch Long is on Aaron Severud. Here's Noah to the middle to Tyler Bossert. Bossert plays it up ahead for Spencer Jacobson, who's got to chase it down to keep it in. Jackson Jatiri tries to take away. Jatiri still with it, kicks it ahead to Akeem Smith. 2-on-2, he's got James Collins with him. He'll get it to Collins. Tips it back to Smith, making a run in the box. Akeem Smith stopped by Jared Fowler, who came out of his net to slam the door. Fowler with a couple nice saves here early on has kept this game at 0 and kept West Fargo off the scoreboard. Trying to be pushed forward by Matt Russell, who has it now. Up ahead to Anderson. Taken out by Christian Engum. And TJ Anderson is still laying on the field. Unable to get up is TJ Anderson. Now he's gotten to his backside. They're going to stop the clock for him. And they're going to come take a look at TJ. It was a hard collision with Christian Engum. TJ Anderson's up and he's walking off under his own power. Don't know if he just had the wind knocked out of him or what, but it'll be a free kick from just inside the 20-yard line for the Deacons. The NFHS Network is your home for the most comprehensive live coverage of regular season and championship events in North Dakota across all high school sports. Go to NFHSnetwork.com to watch all of your favorite teams and sports live and on demand. A couple substitutions now for the Packers.
Into the game for the Shanley Deacons, number 2, Zach Jameson.
As well as for the Deacons, Zach Jameson makes a return. Amin Ahmed back on for West Fargo, and Matt Zent sees his first action of the day. The senior midfielder, where's number 10? In the middle, directed towards the goal, but flipped up and over the crossbar and out for a goal kick by one of the Deacons, and it looked to be Mike Noah. Remember, the wind is blowing hard from right to left, so you can see the ball that kicked by Schroeder just get up to its highest point and start coming back towards him, as Mike Noah is going to come get it. Andrew Sather's there. Kicked out by Sather for a corner kick. West Fargo wanted the referee to call a push on Mike Noah as he gave a shove to the back of Andrew Sather. And now Sather has some words for the referee, saying that it gave him a shove and made him practically kick it out. So Matt Wohlbaum, we've already seen him take a few free kicks and come close. The always dangerous Wohlbaum's right foot will take this one. Arm in the air, the ball on the way. Never really got that high, taken care of by Austin Sullivan, and they got to redo it. So Wohlbaum will try again from the near side corner. Just over 10 minutes remaining here in the first half. We're still scoreless. Wohlbaum, this one goes way deep. Not the two best kicks you'll see Matt Wohlbaum take, that's for sure. The first one never cleared anybody's head. The second one clears everybody's head by probably 30 yards. Akeem Smith gets bumped into. And now we're going to get a substitution for West Fargo. Prochniak is going to replace Chan Kuchlong.
Back in the game for the Packers, number 5, Ben Prochniak.
Prochniak tried to head it forward to Akeem Smith, unable to do so. Actually, that's James Collins in the area. Schmidt comes to get this one. Russell's on him. Played forward by Sather. Headed forward nicely by Sather to Prochniak. Pushed forward by Bossert. Reinholtz is there. So was Mason Wickstrom, who was able to get his head on it before the Deacon. Kicked out of there and up near the 30-yard line where Prochniak gets a head on it. Wickstrom's up there trying to push forward. Here comes Austin Sullivan. Sullivan goes flying. He tried to get it ahead to Akeem Smith. Works his way back to Wohlbaum, who kicks it forward with the left foot. And they let it go. Does Andrew Sather. Thrown in to Prochniak. Squirts between his legs, and Prochniak taken down. It'll be a free kick. Mike Noah, the culprit there. They're actually just going to have him throw it in. Thought he awarded a free kick, and now a free kick awarded to West Fargo. Should be right at midfield. Still scoreless here in the state championship between the West Fargo Packers, the 2 seed out of the East, and the number 1 seed out of the East, the Fargo Shanley Deacons. Into the box. Nice kick by Christian Engum. Now brought back out. Amin Ahmed. Far side. They kick it to Smith in the box, trying to settle it down and turning it a shot. He can. He's accompanied by a lot of people. Now he gets by, takes a shot. Fowler's there. Prochniak settles it down with his chest, tries to get a shot off, and it's cleared out of there by Nick Lear and out for a West Fargo throw. So the Packers pouring on the pressure. And we're going to get a whistle for some substitutions before the referee allows that throw to come in and before the game can be resumed. TJ Anderson's on. Jack Sengentiri is back on for West Fargo. Spencer Jacobson, TJ Anderson, and Jake Fritz return for the Deacons. Smith does a nice job splitting the defenders and getting into the box. It'll be a corner kick for West Fargo. It was cleared out of there by Nick Lear. Ben Prochniak is right-footed. He's going to come take it on the near side, which means the ball will be spinning away from the net. It clears everybody in front of the net at least. Now here's a high one back in the box. Schmidt can't play it. It's headed in the area. Packer was taken down and a free kick awarded for the Deacons. It was Akeem Smith taken down in the box. Actually, no, it was James Collins taken down in the box. The Packers wanted a penalty kick, but I think Collins did a lot of it on his own. Just trying to jump up and head the ball. Now a foul on Amin Ahmed. Reinholtz, is he going to take it or is Matt Wolbaum going to take it? It's going to be Matt Wolbaum. Reinholtz is going to advance.
All head coaches, please return your all turning balance to the press box. Thank you.
The ball was blowing away from the spot of the foul before Wolbaum could take it. Everybody's lined up. We're all right. Ready to go. Wolbaum. Attempt at that time is taken by Wickstrom and hit out of there. Sengentiri kicks it up near Collins, who was unable to keep it in. Thrown in by the Deacons. Two very evenly matched teams. Akeem Smith trying to get around Fritz. Fritz does a wonderful job using his body to shield off Akeem Smith and get the ball to his left foot. Kicked forward by Prochniak to Akeem Smith. Played over to Jack Sengentiri. Now to Akeem Smith, a nifty pass here. Akeem Smith gets it to the middle, and it's a goal for West Fargo. Akeem Smith found James Collins waiting in the middle. And again, Akeem Smith making things happen in the box for the second straight day for West Fargo, and the celebration is on for those kids.
Scoring for the West Fargo Packers. Number 14.
West Fargo strikes first with less than 5 minutes remaining in the first half. Akeem Smith, off a nice pass from Jock Sengentiri, got his way all the way to the end line. Jared Fowler came out to take away the angle. Smith flipped it right back to the middle. James Cullen was all by himself, just sent it flying to the back of the net. And it's 1-0 Packers. Now play it back to Thomas Schroeder. He just boots it out of there. And it'll be a throw for the Deacons. Handball called on Zach Jamison. Free kick for the Packers. Andrew Sather will take it. Mike Noah, the first to touch it on the other end. Here's Austin Sullivan. Nice move by Sullivan, trying to play it ahead to Akeem Smith. It bounces off of Nick Lear. And a free kick awarded. After Akeem Smith took out Matt Wolbaum. Wolbaum sends it down where Matt Schmidt was there to head it. It goes over Fritz. Now here's James Collins, the goal scorer. He's got Akeem Smith in the box this time, just too far in front of Smith. Sullivan knocks it down, tries to put it back in the box. Sent out by Jacobson. TJ Anderson has it, goes through the legs of Austin Sullivan to get it to Aaron Severu. Now tapped back to Zach Jamison. Taken out by Mike Noah is Ben Prochniak, one of the Packer captains. So a free kick for West Fargo. Less than 3 minutes remain in the first half. West Fargo leads 1-0 after that James Collins goal. Nice assist by Akeem Smith. Taken by Andrew Sather. Played up ahead to Jackson Gentiri. Nice move to get it to Amin Ahmed. Now Prochniak flips it forward. Akeem Smith in the box. Trying to get to his right foot. He does, and he's past Jared Fowler. 2-0 West Fargo. Again, it's Akeem Smith making things happen in the middle for West Fargo. For the second straight day, he's a force to be reckoned with. 2-0 Packers. He had 2 goals last night. He's got an assist and a goal today. Ben Prochniak got the assist. The referee had some words for Akeem Smith as it looked like Smith might have celebrated a little too much. But it's hard to celebrate too much. This is the state championship, and you just scored a goal to take a 2-0 lead over the number 1 seed out of the East, the Fargo Shanley Deacons. 2-0 Packers. Just over 2 minutes remain here in the first half. After Smith scored that goal, he ran right to the student section and the parents and all the West Fargo fans. Chipped in by Fritz. Just misses the near side on the hop. Schroeder might have been caught out of position. He thought that it was initially going to get redirected by a Deacon off ahead. Instead, it took a hop and almost caught the top left corner of the net. Schroeder's diving attempt to punch it away came up short, but the ball luckily just missed for West Fargo. Here's TJ Anderson, finds Zach Jamison. The lefty had some room. Now Anderson flips it forward. Here's Jacobson. He's in the box. Jackson Gentiri trying to take it away. Reinhold's taken down in the box. No whistle. 1 minute remains in the first half, and Thomas Schroeder is going to punt it back the other way. Headed forward by Jamison, right to Amin Ahmed. Kicked forward in the area of Jackson Gentiri. Also into the game for the first time tonight, Trayton Moland, the junior midfielder, took over for Akeem Smith. Here's Hussein. Up ahead to Prochniak, trying to spin and get in the box. Instead, it's Moland. He's taken down and unable to get it back on his feet with less than 30 seconds left is Trayton Moland. And a yellow card on Mason Wickstrom. as he was tangled up with Jake Reinholtz on the back end of things. So Jacob Quinton steps back on for West Fargo. It'll be a throw-in for the Packers. And now it goes over the end line for a goal kick with 15 seconds remaining here in the first half.
10, 9, 8, 7.
Headed forward.
5.
And now Fritz is just going to kick it down.
2, 1.
Well, it's halftime here, the 2014 state championship between the West Fargo Packers and the Fargo Shanley Deacons. The Packers hold a 2-0 advantage with goals by James Collins and Akeem Smith. The number 2 seed out of the East is the Packers, and they hold the advantage over the number 1 seed out of the East, the Fargo Shanley Deacons. It's a 10-minute halftime here at Cushman Field. We'll be back for the second half right here on the NFHS Network to get things going in the second half. It's a 2-0 lead for West Fargo over the Fargo Shanley Deacons. Back at Cushman Field in beautiful Grand Forks, North Dakota. Last couple days, can't always say that. Usually it's, covered in snow and stuff, but weather's been pretty good the last couple days. Low 50s the last 2 days. No wind. Today we're close to 60, but the wind is 20-25 miles an hour out of the south. It's blowing right to left. The Deacons will kick off to start the second half. They trail 2-0. Goals by James Collins and Akeem Smith in that first half for West Fargo gave the number 2 seed a lead over the number 1 seed. Both teams out of the East. And we'll see if the Deacons can generate some offensive chances. They're going into the wind. You would think that it'd be a lot easier to score with the wind, but we've seen a majority of the goals here today. Actually, 5 of the 6 goals scored this afternoon on Cushman Field have been against that south goal and going into the wind. This is going to go out, and it's going to be a throw-in for West Fargo. Mason Wickstrom will take it. The only goal scored on the north end was the only goal scored last game in the 1-0 decision when Red River took third place over Grand Forks Central. All the other goals have been scored into the wind here on the south end. Here's a free kick for Jake Reinholtz. He's actually going to give way, it looks like, and let Jake Fritz take it. You see Akeem Smith there, number 11 in green. He assisted on the first goal. He got the second one. Fritz chips it up. It's headed on target, but over the crossbar. So the Packers get out of that chance for the Deacons without any scars. Thomas Schroeder, I bet he's happy to be on the south end kicking right to left. All his kicks he would kick from the north side, they'd all get caught up in the wind and they'd only travel about 30, 40 yards. That one right there carried midfield in the air. He's probably the one Packer happy that they switched sides so he can finally kick the ball somewhere without the wind holding it up. I'm sure the rest of the Packers be okay going the other way. They scored 2 goals going to that south goal, which is on the right side when you look at your screen. Tried to play it ahead that time, did Prochniak. Here it comes to Tyler Bossert. Played ahead. Aaron Severud's trying to chase it down. Schroeder wanted to come out of his goal and take it, but Christian Engum played it before he could do that. The wind, like I said, it's holding everything up. A ball that would normally get to Thomas Schroeder got caught up in the wind, and it definitely wasn't going to get there. So Engum knew he had to play it. Here's Reinholtz, tapped away nicely by Amin Ahmed. Now near side, Jock Sengentiri. As they switch sides, Jock Sengentiri and Akeem Smith will be closer to the camera. Playing on the near side now as their rotation basically flips. You'll get to see those two youngsters closer up, and they are fun to watch. Jackson Gentiri and Akeem Smith. Free kick for the Deacons. Matt Wohlbaum will take it. He almost scored on a free kick in the first half, going the other way. It hit the crossbar. Schroeder was there. I don't think it would have squeezed in between his hand and the crossbar for a goal, but it hit the crossbar nonetheless. Akeem Smith, Gentiri. Stepping up that time, Shane Donhauer. Here's Schmidt to Prochniak. Nick Lear takes it. Birchfield back to Amin Ahmed. It's going to be a free kick for the Deacons. You can hear the Shanley fans start to get into it. They're sitting right below us up here in the press box. The camera's actually in the top row of the bleachers to get closer to the field. Here's Fritz. Off of Jamison and directed on to Thomas Schroeder. Headed the wrong way. And now that one gets caught up in the wind, and a couple bad touches that time by the Packers, or by the Deacons, excuse me. Shane Donhauer the first time. And Wohlbaum the first one. That one goes over Jared Fowler. So it'll be a goal kick for the Deacons. Now you can watch your favorite high school sporting events wherever you are, whenever you want. Log on to our mobile website or download the NFHS Network app for iPhone and Android devices and never miss another game. The NFHS Network. We are high school. And if you're wondering what NFHS stands for, it's the National Federation of High School. If it helps you remember the website, nfhsnetwork.com, National Federation of High School. It all makes sense when you think about it. Jackson Gentiri tried to squick it through to Akeem Smith. It did. It goes back to Gentiri, turns around, trying to get to the middle, flips it to Hussein. Hussein's in the box. He flips it over to Amin Ahmed over the crossbar. 3 points for the field goal, but we're not playing football, we're playing soccer, and it's over the crossbar, and it's going to be a goal kick now for the Shanley Deacons. Jake Fritz will take it. Into the wind. It's unable to get it very far. The wind's about 25 miles an hour or so. Spencer Jacobson sends TJ Anderson. Nicely done though by Mason Wickstrom as he taps it out. So it'll be a Deacon throw. Nice job by Gentiri to knock it out of the air, and then he wins the ball. Coming back the other way is Jackson Gentiri. Shane Donhauer just looked like he was going to kind of grab Gentiri. Gentiri plays it through to Akeem Smith. Akeem Smith flips it up in the air, trying to get it to the backside to Birchfield, where he did, and Birchfield couldn't corral it after the one hop. And then it went out over the end line. It'll be a goal kick for the Deacons. Again, the Packers applying pressure and surrounding Jared Fowler down there in between the pipes with all sorts of bodies, creating havoc, but unable to push another one through there. Shane Donhauer is going to come out. Mike Noah, sophomore midfielder, will come on for the Deacons. Fritz will take it. Nicely done by Prochniak to head it the other way. Here's Bossert, sends it forward. Now he heads it over to Noah. Hussein is going to come up and take that one. Play it back to Andrew Sather. Now Hussein. Sather just boots it the other way, and I'm guessing Jared Fowler is going to come scoop this one up. He is, before Akeem Smith can get to it. Fowler's punt. One hops over Amin Ahmed and goes to Severud. Taken by Reinholtz, trying to tap it through to Zach Jamison, but unable to do so. Nice play by Akeem Smith to just let it go by him. He looked like he was going to play it. Instead, he let it go to Jock Sengentiri. Spencer Jacobson ended up on the ground as he fights with Sengentiri. Now it goes off of TJ Anderson for a throw for the Packers, and Mason Wickstrom will take it. Throwing down to Akeem Smith. He lets it go over him on the one hop, and it's going to be a free kick for the Deacons. Jake Fritz earned that one for the Deacons. Matt Schmidt, a nice job running up to head that ball back into the Deacon zone. Deacons having trouble just get it across midfield. TJ Anderson back to Bossert. Through the legs of Sengentiri, but to Mason Wickstrom. And the Packers have it on the Deacon side again. Goes all the way back, cleared by Fritz. Here's Jamison. He was cut off and then pushed back by Andrew Sather. Akeem Smith couldn't settle it down before Nick Lear could bring it forward. Now sent forward, a nice head job that time by Mason Wickstrom. Send it back the other way. Amin Ahmed to Akeem Smith. Actually, that was Hussein. That got pushed down by the Deacons there. Free kick is taken by Andrew Sather to TJ Anderson. And Anderson turns. He sends it down. Can Severud get there? Not before Christian Engum sends it out. And the West Fargo Packer fans clap for Christian Engum hustling to beat out Aaron Severud and send it out so everybody can kind of get back in their spot and reset. Deacon fans liked it as well. It's really the first time they've crossed midfield this half. Jamison was able to get his head on it, but right to Thomas Schroeder. Played 10 minutes and change here in the second half. Still 2-0 on the scoreboard in favor of West Fargo.
In the game for West Fargo, number 16, Noah Schaefer.
Noah Schaefer comes on, the freshman defenseman, who replaces Mason Wickstrom. We're going to get an injury here. As two players collide. It was Amin Ahmed for West Fargo. Trying to see who it was for Shanley. The NFHS Network is your home for the most comprehensive live coverage of regular season and championship events in North Dakota across all high school sports. Go to NFHSnetwork.com to watch all of your favorite teams and sports live and on demand. It's Jake Reinholtz for Fargo Shanley and Amin Ahmed on the ground for West Fargo. Their heads collided, both of them going up for the